You gotta.
No, they would be happy
You
there.
gotta.
Bridget, you gotta.
No. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Was this Goofy?
I don't remember. What's the other one? Goofy and what?
Burgerback?
Obviously, you can't have Jennifer's dogs.
Right, but I can steal them.
No, you cannot. Legally, you cannot.
I'll fight her for them.
Bridget, listen, I do got something to talk about, though. A confession.
What?
So, I know that
Hold up.
you've been real sad since you lost Lacey. I know that, you know?
Yeah.
And you have this hole that you can't fill. And you'll never be able to replace Lacey. You know what I mean? He's irreplaceable.
Oh, of course. He's my baby.
But I've seen you, like, searching for dogs, specifically French bulldogs. And it's really weird that Jennifer would get 2 French bulldogs.
I know. I feel like she's doing it on purpose to be mean.
She is doing it on purpose,
What?
but it's not to be mean. I have something to confess. These are not Jennifer's dogs.
What?
They're not Jennifer's dogs.
Okay. Is she, like, babysitting?
Well, she was earlier. They're yours.
Because they're yours.
What?
These are yours.
Yeah. These are your
No.
dogs.
Yep.
Are they really?
They're ours.
They are?
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yep. I know that you've been really sad since Lacey. And I'm sorry you had to go through it, you know? And I know we can't replace them. But we got these guys. Now, it was only supposed to be 1. Okay. It was only supposed to be 1.
Just one.
It was going to be 1.
Oh my god.
Jennifer got 2 on us. Okay? But they're yours. They're ours.
Okay. Oh my god.
And by the way, those aren't the names. Those aren't the names.
Oh thank god.
I don't remember what she said, like Cheeseburger Mac or something.
Something. What the hell?
These are yours.
And grumpy.
They're great, aren't
Oh
they?
my god, they are. They are. They're so good.
Well, they're yours.
Okay.
But I do got one more thing to do.
What?
This is going to be the saddest part of the day.
What?
Because we just got something in the mail and we're going to have to do it.
Okay. What is it?
I know that this is going to be really hard.
Sorry, guys. I just got through watching a video from Kid Behind the Camera. Apparently, Bridget West has gotten some new pups. Because a few days ago, they sadly lost a pup of their own, Lacey. And this just had me thinking about, if you guys already saw my reaction to episode 2 of Game of Thrones, this just had me think about just what happened to, like, Sansa's direwolf lady. How she was being sentenced to death for a crime she did not commit, but another direwolf did an act of self-defense to protect her owner, Arya. Anyway, the reason I have this video, that I'm doing another vid is because if I can't exactly upload videos from my regular camera, then I gotta do it somehow. So the reason I have the camera out is because I'm about to do a reaction to episode 3 of season 1 of Game of Thrones. I promise you guys that I'll do more reactions, and hopefully these reactions can get a lot of views and some likes and some subscriptions. I don't know. But anyways, I'll watch this last part later. Right now, let's get into Game of Thrones. Alright, I'm done. Anyways, let me set the subtitles. You know you guys can't see the screen. And let's get into the episodes. Season 1, Episode 3, Lord Snow. So here's what the episode is about. Jon impresses Tyrion at Castle Black. Ned confronts his past and future at King's Landing. And Daenerys finds herself at odds with her brother, Viserys. Sorry, I got some spit in my mouth. Oh, so it is spelled with a V-I-S-E-R. Also, his name is spelled as V-I-S-E-R-Y-S. So, here's my list of names of who I like and who I hate. Let me change his name real quick to... Shit. Man. There's gotta be a pen. This is one of the reasons why I wish I had somebody with me and do these reactions so that they could take notes. Oh well, screw it. I'll find it later. In the meantime, let's get into episode 3. First off, let's watch the recap.
Still not far from Pentos, you Bruce. You'd be more comfortable there.
I have no interest in hospitality or comfort. I'll stay with Drogo until he fulfills his end of the bargain and I have my crown.
I have something for you. First, listen. Stick him at the point here.
17 years ago, you rode off with Rob Baratheon. And now you're leaving again.
No choice. There's great honor serving in the Night's Watch. The Starks have manned a wall for thousands of years. You are a Stark.
Mary's Targaryen. Sweats of Dothraki horse lord. What of it?
Tell them we're not speaking of this. I'll kill every Targaryen I get my hands on.
Ravens, not impressed by your new brothers. Lovely thing about the watch. You start your old family and get a whole new one.
Welcome.
I don't think Bran fell from that tower. I think he was thrown.
No!
Someone tried to kill him twice. And if I stake my life, the Lannisters are involved.
Lord Stark must be told of this.
I will go myself.
What is the meaning of this?
Joff told us what happened. You and that boy beat him in the club while you set your wolf on him.
That's not what happened!
We found no trace of the direwolf, Your Grace.
We have another wolf.
As you will.
Doesn't mean Lady does, he? Lady didn't fight anyone, she's good!
Oh. Okay. I literally feel sick to my stomach. It's a figure of speech, obviously. You guys probably can't hear the volume, but I think that's honestly a good thing. In case you haven't noticed, my hand has been a bit sore for a few days. I accidentally hit it on a tree. Anyways, so I guess we're going to be seeing more Jon Snow this episode at the wall. As for Ned, he will continue his journey on to King's Landing. But you know, every season we like how can I put this? Venture off into like different areas. So far, we've ventured off into King's Landing, Winterfell, The Wall, otherwise known as Castle Black, and Vi Dafrak. 4 locations of the first season. By the way, the sigils of House Stark, Lannister, Targaryen, and Baratheon. The dire wolf is the sigil of House Stark. The stag, otherwise the deer, is the sigil of House Baratheon. The golden lion is the sigil of House Lannister. And the 3-headed red dragon is the sigil of House Targaryen. So, it looks like they finally made it.
Welcome, Lord Stark. Grand Maester Pycelle has called a meeting of the small council. The honor of your presence is requested.
Get the girls settled in. I'll be back in time for supper. Jory, go with them.
Yes, my lord.
If you'd like to change into something more appropriate.
I think not. They're like, who the hell are you to tell me how to dress?
Thank the gods you're here, Stark. About time we had some stern northern leadership. Glad to see you're protecting the throne.
Oh, this fucker.
Study old thing. How many king's answers have published, I wonder? And what's the line? The king shits and the hand wipes. Friends of armor. Have a scratch on it.
I know. People have been swinging at me for years, but they always seem to miss.
Choosing your opponents wisely then.
I have an knack for it.
Foreshadowing their fight.
It'll be strange for you coming into this room. I'm standing right here with Howard. He's very brave. A father too. Didn't deserve to die like that. Nobody deserves to die like that.
You just stood there and watched.
500 men just stood there and watched. The great knights of the Seven Kingdoms, you think if anyone said a word, they did a thing. No, it's done. 500 men, and this room was silent as a crypt. Except for the screams, of course. The Mad King laughing, and they said, when I watched the Mad King die, I remember him laughing as your father burned. It felt like justice.
So what do you tell yourself at night?
Oh.
You're a servant of justice. That you were avenging my father when you shoved your sword in Aerys Targaryen's back.
Tell me, if I stabbed the Mad King in the belly instead of the back, would you admire me more?
You served him well. And certainly was safe.
My little opinion on Jaime. At first, okay, fine, yeah, I've seen all seasons, but here's the thing: I am like visiting all the seasons because I haven't seen season 2, like all the episodes season. I haven't seen all the episodes of season 2. And I don't remember finishing off season 1 either. Nor do I remember finishing off season 5, or 6, or 7. So that's why I'm doing these reactions to, like, recap. What's the word? Yeah. So here's the thing about Jaime. At first, I hate this character because I despise him for everything that he's done. Pushing Bran out the window, mocking Lord Eddard Stark right in the hall, and to be honest, it's quite changed recently. It's not, the same as it was before. Looking at this shot, even though I can't show you. But then, when I finally hear Jaime's side of the story in season 3, I really started to feel a little bit sorry for him. And I think that there was like a good chance that his character could have development and potential in the future. And to be honest, I was right. So were a whole lot of other people. Anyways, but yeah, he basically, okay, did he kill his king? Yeah, but did he do it for the right reason? Absolutely. And all he ever did was get disrespected for it. So, in his mind, if people want to treat me like I'm the bad guy because I did the right thing, then maybe I should become the bad guy. Anyways. One last thing. Not to mention that they were disrespecting him by calling him Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, a man without honor. Anyway, back to it.
Lord Stark.
Varys.
Lord Varys.
I was grievously sorry to hear of your troubles on the King's Road. We are all praying for Prince Joffrey's full recovery.
Shame you didn't say a prayer for the butcher's son. Renly.
Wow.
Looking well.
And you look tired from the road. I told them this meeting could wait another day,
But we have a kingdom to look after.
I've hoped to meet you for some time, Lord Stark.
No doubt Lady Catelyn has mentioned me.
She has, Lord Baelish. I understand you knew my brother Brandon as well.
All too well. I still carry a token of his esteem. From navel to collarbone.
Perhaps you chose the wrong man to duel with.
But it wasn't the man that I chose, my lord. It was Catelyn Tully. A woman worth fighting for. I'm sure you'll agree.
I humbly beg your pardon, my Lord Stark.
Grand Maester.
How many years has it been? You were a young man.
When you served another king.
Oh, how forgetful of me. So, this belongs to you now. Should we begin?
The badge, hand of the king.
Windsor may be coming, but I'm afraid the same cannot be said for my brother.
His Grace has many cares. He entrusts some small matters to us that we might lighten the load.
We are the lords of small matters here. My brother instructs us to stage a tournament in honor of Lord Stark's appointment as Hand of the King.
How much?
40,000 gold dragons to the champion, 20,000 to the runner-up, 20,000 to the winning archer.
Can the treasury bear such expense?
I'll have to borrow it. The Lannisters will accommodate, I expect. We already owe Lord Tywin 3 million gold. What's another 80,000?
Are you telling me the crown is 3 million in debt?
I'm telling you the crown is 6 million in debt.
How could he let this happen?
The Master of Coin finds the money, the king and the hand spend it.
I will not believe John Arryn allowed Roberts to bankrupt the realm.
Lord Arryn gave wise and prudent advice, but I fear his Grace doesn't always listen.
Counting coppers, he calls it.
I'll speak to him tomorrow. This tournament is an extravagance we cannot afford.
As you will, but still, we'd best make our plan.
There will be no plans until I speak to Robert.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Forgive me, my lords. I had a long ride.
You are the king's hand, Lord Stark. We serve at your pleasure.
Oh yeah, it was a long ride, alright.
Ow, please, it's nearly healed.
Oh, why? I got a little scratch.
A king should have scars. You fought off a direwolf. You're a warrior, like your father.
Oh,
Not like him. I didn't fight off anything that bit me, and all I did was scream.
thank you.
The two Stark sword, both of them.
That's not true. You killed the beast. You only spared the girl because of the love your father bears her father.
I didn't die.
When Aerys Targaryen sat on the Iron Throne, your father was a rebel and a traitor. Someday, you'll sit on the throne and the truth will be what you make it.
Do I have to lie?
Yes.
I just really don't like Cersei. Here's the thing. It's like people wonder why he was such a monster. It's because she created the monster in the first place, filling his heads with all these lies and just packs of bullshit. He did not kill the direwolf. He is not a warrior. He is a coward. Alright, so here's the thing. Joffrey took his sword, cut the face of Micah, and what did Arya do? Beat him with a wooden club. He swings at her, has her pinned to the ground, and is about to basically kill her. Luckily, Arya's direwolf Nymeria comes to the rescue, bites him on the arm, and what does he do? He screams, he cowers, and begs for mercy. Arya grabs his sword and tossed it in the river. That is what happened. I'm just saying, like, Cersei just like filling his head with lies.
She's very beautiful and young. And if you don't like her, you only need to see her on formal occasions and when the time comes to make little princes and princesses. And if you'd rather fuck painted whores, you'll fuck painted whores. And if you'd rather lie with noble virgins, so be it. You are my darling boy, and the world will be exactly as you want it to be.
You see what I'm talking about? Filling his head with...
Something nice with the Stark.
I don't want to.
No, but you will.
See my head? Filling his head with, like, all this crap. Unbelievable.
We allow the Northerns too much power. They consider themselves our equals.
How would you handle them?
I double their taxes and command them to supply 10,000 men to the Royal Army.
The Royal Army?
Why should every lord command his own men? It's primitive. No better than the hill tribes. We should have a standing army of men loyal to the crown, trained by experienced soldiers instead of a mob of peasants who've never held pikes in their lives.
And if the Northerners rebel?
I'd crush them. Seize Winterfell and install someone loyal to the realm as warden of the North.
You do that, they cut off your head and take the Winterfell back.
For me, I'm their king.
You've just invaded their homeland. Ask them to kill their brothers.
I'm not asking.
The North cannot be held. Not by an outsider. It's too big, too wild. And when the winter comes, the seven gods together couldn't save you and your royal army. A good king knows when to save his strength. And when to destroy his enemies.
So you agree? The Starks are enemies.
Everyone who isn't us is an enemy.
Enough of that, young lady. Eat your food.
I'm practicing. Practicing for what? The prince?
I Stark.
He's a liar and a coward, and he killed my friend.
The Hound killed your friend.
The Hound does whatever the prince tells him to do.
You're an idiot.
You're a liar, and if he told the truth, Mike would be alive.
Enough.
What's happening here?
I would rather act like a beast than a lady.
Go to your room. We'll speak later.
What did you expect? She is pissed because she just lost her friend. Oh my god, this is so stressful. This is so stressful. It really is. Anyways.
That's for you, love. Same doll maker makes all the Princess Marcella's toys. like it?
I haven't played with dolls since I was 8. May I be excused?
We've barely eaten a thing.
It's all right. Go on.
Ah, dude, Starks have it tough.
Always easier than doctors.
Go away!
Quiet. Open the door. I come in. Whose sword is that?
Mine?
Give it to me. I know this maker's mark. This is Mickens' work. Where did you get this? This is no toy. Little lady shouldn't play with swords.
I wasn't playing. And I don't want to be a lady.
Come here. What do you want with this?
It's called Needle.
Play for the name. And who were you hoping to skewer with Needle, your sister? You know the first thing about sword fighting?
Sticking with the pointy end.
That's the essence of it.
I was trying to learn. I asked my kids to practice with me. I asked him. It was my fault.
R.I.P.
Oh,
Micah.
sweet girl, no. You didn't kill the butcher's boy.
I hate them. I hate all of them. The Hound, the Queen and the King, and Joffrey and Sansa.
Sansa was dragged before the king and queen and asked to call the prince a liar.
So was I. He is a liar.
Darling, listen to me. Sansa will be married to Joffrey someday. She cannot betray him. She must take his side, even when he's wrong.
But how can you let her marry someone like that?
Exactly.
Look at me. You're a Stark of Winterfell. You know our words.
Winter is coming.
You were born in the long summer. You've never known anything else. But now winter is truly coming. In the winter, we must protect ourselves. Look after one another. Sansa is your sister.
I don't hate her. Not really.
I don't want to frighten you.
Okay, look, that's just how siblings act. They love each other, they fight each other, they make jokes, all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, no matter how much they fight and argue, they are still sisters. And that's all that matters.
But I won't lie to you either. We've come to a dangerous place. We cannot fight a war amongst ourselves.
He's right.
Right. Go on. It's yours.
I can keep it.
Try not to stab your sister with it.
Good one.
If you want to own a sword, you better know how to use it.
That was a great fire door moment. Now back in
Don't
Winterfell.
listen to it. Crows are all liars. I know a story about a crow. I hate your stories. I know a story about a boy who hated stories.
Huh.
I could tell you about Sir Duncan the Tall. Those were always your favourites.
Wait a minute.
Those were my favourites.
Sir Duncan the Tall. One second. I almost completely forgot. I have this game, Game of Thrones by Telltale. It's a story about House Forrester in war with another house. I think Whitehill and the Boltons. But yes, House Forrester is a noble family loyal to the Starks of Winterfell. Caught up in the events surrounding the War of the Five Kings, they are thrown into a maelstrom of war, of bloody warfare, revenge, and intrigue as they fight to survive. You play as different members of the Forrester household. Let me list. Lord Ethan, Garrett, Misa, Sir Roderick, and Asher. Right? Interacting with characters from TV series and locations including King's Landing and The Wall. Your decision will change the story around you. So choose carefully, because when you play a Game of Thrones, you win or you die. I remember Sir Duncan being a member of House Forrester. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. Sorry for wasting your time. Let's continue.
My favourite from the scary ones. Oh, my sweet summer child, what do you know about fear? Fear is for the winter, when the snows fall 100 feet deep. Fear is for the long night, when the sun hides for years, and children are born and live and die, all in darkness. That is the time for fear, my little lord, when the White Walkers move through the woods. Thousands of years ago, there came a night that lasted a generation. Kings froze to death in their castles, same as the shepherds in their huts. And women smothered their babies rather than see them starve, and wept, and felt the tears freeze on their cheeks. So is this the sort of story that you like?
No.
In that darkness, the White Walkers came for the first time. They swept through cities and kingdoms, riding their dead horses, hunting with their packs of pale spiders, big as hounds.
Well, that just got...
You're telling him now.
Only what the little lord wants to hear.
Get your supper. I want some time with him.
Well, it's all about creepy and scary.
One time she told me the sky is blue because we live inside the eye of a blue-eyed giant named Macumba.
Maybe we do.
How do you feel? Still don't remember anything. Man, I've seen you climb 1,000 times. In the wind, in the rain. 1,000 times. You never fall.
I did, though. It's true, isn't it? What Maester Lewin says about my legs.
He's a cripple. That's sad.
I'd rather be dead.
You can't be
Don't
serious.
ever say that.
I'd rather be dead.
That's gotta be real sad. You'd rather be dead than be a cripple for the rest of your life. Not that I'm agreeing with him, but here's the thing. What good are you when you're a cripple? When you can't even walk, when you can't even run? When dangers are around you, you can't even do anything. Now maybe you can wield a sword, maybe you can hold a bow, but you can't run, you can't hide, you can't do anything without legs. But never in a million years would I ever think about dying. All because I'm a cripple. Anyway, I don't want to bore you guys, so let's continue. Where is this?
Fewer eyes back here, my lady.
Ah,
Still
right.
too many.
It's 9 years since I set foot in the capital, and no one knew who I was the last time I came either.
My lady. Welcome to King's Landing, Lady Stark. Would you mind following us?
I would. We've done nothing wrong.
We've been instructed to escort you into the city.
Instructed? I don't know who's providing your instructions, but...
Follow me, Lady Stark.
Lord Baelish.
Cats. Go on. Upstairs.
You little... Whoa! You take me for some back alley Sally you could drag into a...
I meant no disrespect to you, of all people.
Oh, you little bitch, please.
Have you lost your mind?
No one will come looking for you here, isn't that what you wanted? I'm truly sorry about the locale.
How did you know I was coming to King's Landing?
A dear friend told me. Lady Stark,
Lord Varys.
to see you again after so many years is a blessing. Your poor hands.
How did you know I was coming?
Knowledge is my trade, my lady. Did you bring the dagger with you by any chance? My little birds are everywhere. Even in the north, they whisper to me the strangest stories. Valerian steel.
Do you know whose dagger this is?
I must admit I do not.
Yeah.
Well, well, this is an historic day. Something you don't know that I do.
There's only one dagger like this in all of the Seven Kingdoms. It's mine.
What?
Yours.
At least it was, until the tournament on Prince Joffrey's last name day. I bet on Sir Jaime in the jousting, as any sane man would, when the Knight of the Flowers unseated him. I lost this dagger.
To whom?
Tyrion Lannister. The imp.
Come on now. Why would he do that?
If
Ooh.
I were a real sword, you'd be dead. Lord Snow here grew up in a castle, spitting down on the likes of you. Then, do you think Ned Stark's bastard bleeds like the rest of us?
Not the nose, please.
Next!
Give it up, Yin. You're no match for him.
Next!
Oh, Alistair, you.
Well, Lord Snow, it appears you're the least useless person here. Go clean yourselves up. There's only so much I can stomach in a day.
Charming man.
I don't need him to be charming. I need him to turn this bunch of thieves and runaways into men of the Night's Watch.
And how's that going, Commander Mormont?
Slowly.
Yeah.
The Raven came for Ned Stark's son.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait.
Is news so bad?
Both.
Lord Stark!
I see. This news about him being a cripple.
To give you this earlier. So forgetful these days. A raven from Winterfell this morning.
you'd like to share it with your wife.
My wife is in Winterfell.
Is she?
You couldn't just come out with it. You could have just said, hey, guess what? She's in King's Landing with me. You don't know. That's the worst.
Be safest in here. One of several such establishments I own.
Oh. Yes, choke him. Yeah, choke him out.
That's very funny, man.
Ned!
Starks.
Yeah.
Quick tempers, slow minds.
Yeah, fuck you, Baelish.
Broke my nose, busted.
It's an improvement.
Throw you over the wall. I wonder how long it'd take you to hit. I wonder if they'd find you before the wolves did.
What you looking at, Halfman?
I'm looking at you. Yes. You've got an interesting face. Very distinctive faces. All of them.
What do you care about our faces?
It's just, I think they will look marvelous decorating spikes in King's Landing. Perhaps I'll raise my sister, the Queen, about it.
We'll talk later, lads. Everybody knew what this place was. No one told me. No one but you. My father knew. And he left me to rot at the wall all the same.
Gren's father left him too, outside a farmhouse when he was 3. Pip was caught stealing a wheel of cheese his little sister hadn't eaten in 3 days. He was given a choice, his right hand or the wall. I've been asking the Lord Commander about them. Fascinating stories.
They hate me because I'm better than they
It's
are.
a lucky thing none of them were trained by master-at-arms like your Sir Rowling. I don't imagine any of them have ever held a real sword before they came here.
Nope.
Oh. Your brother Bran
But A for effort.
has woken up.
The mere suggestion that the Queen's brother tried to kill your boy would be considered treason,
We have proof. We have the blade.
which Lord Tyrion will say was stolen from him. The only man who could say otherwise has no throat, thanks to your boy's wolf.
Peter has promised to help us find the truth. He's like a little brother to me, Ned. He would never betray my trust.
I'll try to keep you alive for her sake.
Okay, yeah. Little brother to you, but lover to him. I mean... it's making my stomach turning.
A fool's task, admittedly, but I've never been able to refuse your wife anything.
I won't forget this. You're a true friend.
Don't tell anyone. I have a reputation to maintain.
How could you be so stupid?
Calm down.
He's a child. 10 years old. What were you thinking?
I was thinking of us.
Oh, yeah.
What's the contemplating about it now? What has the boy told them?
Nothing. He said nothing. He remembers nothing.
Then what are you raving about?
If it comes back to him. He tells his father what he saw.
We'll say he was lying. We'll say he was dreaming. We'll say whatever we like. I think we can outfox a 10-year-old.
Then my husband.
I'll go to war with him if I have to. They can write a ballad about us. The wolf says he's coming.
You had that coming. You had that coming, Jamie. But a good line. Really. I mean, really. Classic. Ugh.
Let me go. Let me go.
Boy, I'll talk.
Well, I wouldn't have had you go quiet and not say
I feel sick to my stomach. I feel sick. I feel sick. Ugh.
I wish I could see the glass.
So this is going to be part 1 of my reaction. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. In the meantime, peace.